Alright, this is the Plains Warrior. He's wrapped up and cinched up so that the base won't get ruined. I'm going to go ahead and take the bags off. He looks good. They got it mounted on the base. They've got the base wrapped to protect it. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that. So I can undo that. That's probably about 50 pounds. That ain't a light bronze. Anyway, I'm going to be photographing this. Today, and a couple other bronzes, including the little cowboy that is back in the back room right now. But this didn't turn out too bad, I don't think. Alright, I better get busy. I recently got a Canon camera. I got this actually for my birthday. I treated myself. And this is the bag that came in, and this is the camera. It's a 60D Canon EOS, and I ordered some stuff online to let me put the camera over here safely, so that I bought some attachments to go with the camera. It's cheaper to buy them online than buying them in the local store, because, unfortunately for them, because they don't have the overhead that the stores have, so they can sell them cheaper. And what I got was a battery pack for the camera. Holds 3 batteries, 3 rechargeable batteries. I got a little brush that cleans the lens, and I got all this on Amazon, by the way. I got a Rocket lens cleaner. You just squeeze it and it sprays air on your lens and pushes any dust off of it. And I'm not sure what this is. Oh, these are SD cards. I ordered some. These are so much cheaper online through Google than they are in the store. I can't even tell you, it's about half what they sell for. And I got myself a good 32 gigabyte card. You can't find these in Bozeman, Montana. This is an electronic remote for my camera, I think. Yeah. It works! How about that? You gotta be in front of it, looks like. Well, that's awesome. Isn't that amazing? So that worked. Oh, God! Isn't that amazing? Wow. And see, I can set it on a 2-second timer. And it takes a picture. Now that's wild. There's the timer, right? There's the remote right there. Alright, that's what I'll be using later on today. You know, the first camera I ever used was a Speed Graphic. It was an old camera, had a big square wire frame that you look through to line up your shot. And it was a 2-handed camera. I mean, this thing was monstrous. And you had a 4x5 or 4x4 film that you put into a holder, and you open up the back and then slip the frame in, and then you take your light reading, and you take your aperture setting and all that stuff, and your f-stop, and set it all, and then you take a picture. And it was black and white too. I was a journalist in the Navy. I was on board the Lexington, USS Lexington. It was an aircraft carrier. It's actually now a museum in Corpus Christi, Texas. Don't know if you can see very much, but I got all the lights off that I can. I've got this little light set up over there as kind of like a highlight light, and it's a great little light. It costs 149 bucks, almost 150. It's irreplaceable. You cannot replace it when the light finally burns out. but from what I understand, they last forever. I've got my umbrella, or whatever they call this, light set up here with a diffuser on it, and I've got a flash, a slave flash, that will flash when my camera flashes. Now, as far as the camera goes, it's got a built-in leveler, so I can make sure that my camera is completely level, which is really kind of cool. This line here, that's the level right there, and when I got my other line that lined up with that line, it's telling me it's on level. So anyway, let's go ahead and take a picture, and I'm going to cover up the flash because I don't want it to cause a shadow on my bronze back there. So I put my hand in front of the flash, and let's see how good this picture came out. Okay, I don't understand the flash thing yet, and to keep getting a double shadow, I'm blocking this flash here, which you can't see because it's too dark in here. But what I'm doing is taking the lens cap and angling it towards the umbrella over there, so it'll pick up the flash, but it won't reflect on the bronze itself. Now I'm going to set the thing going and see what happens. Okay, it's going through the timer because I got it on a pedestal with a board on top of the pedestal, and I got a piece of wool cloth on the back acting as background, and I put a board big enough that it stretches well past the bronze, so there's no stretching. And then I took a piece of tape and just went across the top of the cloth just to make sure there's no little white specks on it. This is my umbrella, or whatever they call this type of a setup, and then I've got the backlight over there. And so I'm just taking the pictures and experimenting with it and seeing how it all works out. This is the Canon camera that I'm using, and so okay, I needed to set up a jury rig so I could get all this dark area down here reflected light. I've got the umbrella aimed up towards the ceiling, so I get reflected light from the ceiling because I couldn't get it to aim in the right direction for this small of a bronze. So I put a piece of white paper with a bottle cap to keep it from sliding, and a roll of tape, and I've set it over far enough, the bronze, that it wouldn't get in the way of or have this in the shot. I've got took the yellow light cover off and put the full LED on it, and now I get reflected light, and the pictures really turned out great. I thought I'd stop and just take a video of these mountains. For those of you who've never seen a snowstorm, that's one going on right now in the mountains. And anyway, beautiful day. Just finished photographing. I'm going to go home, check over the photographs, make sure they're all okay. If you want to see the all these photographs, go to my blog late tonight, and I should have a lot of them up there. Also, I should have them on my gallery online as well. So anyway, that's going to be it for today. Tomorrow, not sure what I'm going to be doing. I've got people digging in my yard right now. They're trying to split the sewage system. So anyway, I'm just heading home, and I'm a little worn out because that was stressful, because I had no idea what I was doing, and I spent some good money on that stuff yesterday. All right, adios, people.